In Sierra Nevada in Granada in Spain. We are going to do a 3 to 4 day hike to the 3 highest peaks in the national park. That is Veleta, it's Mulhacen, which is the highest on the Iberian Peninsula with 3,479 meters of altitude, and it's Alcazaba. So we're super excited. It's Atlas's first multi-day trek, and it's actually our first multi-day trek together too, which is super cool. So stay with us as we take you to some of the most epic landscape in Andalusia. Started the hike at Hoya de la Mora, which is at 2,500 meters of altitude. It's right above the village of Pradellano. And we're basically walking up to Veleta, besides where all the skiing slopes go in the winter. And where we're standing now is a monument for Virgen de la Nieve, basically the Snow Virgin. And it's at 2,600 meters of altitude. So you can see it's a lot of people here. It's not only hikers that come up here, but it's also tourists that just come and see, because it's not such a long walk as the rest of what we're gonna do. But yeah, it's a nice monument, and if you see behind me here, you can see Pico Veleta, which is kind of shaped as a little half moon with a little beak, if you can say it that way. And that's our first peak. Yay! First step, tortilla de patatas in a bag and grapes. Ah, so beautiful up here. Veleta Peak, not that long left, so yay!
Finally.
We are on top of Veleta, which is the second highest peak in Sierra Nevada. It's 3,398 meters of altitude. We did start quite late. We had actually planned to camp halfway, like, or basically at the bottom of that peak you see behind me here, with a very steep trail up. That is Mulhacen. It's the highest peak in Sierra Nevada, the highest peak in the Iberian Peninsula. That's where we're heading to Mora. But we started off quite late because we couldn't find Mohammed's fleece, so we had to like turn the whole van upside down and ended up starting very late. So we're gonna camp just down from the peak here for tonight, so we can set camp before it gets dark. Down there to sleep tonight.
Yalla bina.
Yalla bina. Mohammed had a fever, so he's been eating pills to see if he feels any better. He does now, so we're gonna try to continue, but we might alter the route a little bit. But other than that, the morning was beautiful. There was a fox roaming around here and a mountain goat, actually several mountain goats. So yeah, it's been really magical. This Life Straw water purifier, which is very good because we didn't find any running water yet, and we're not out of water, but we're running quite low, so we decided to try and get some water here to at least fill up a couple of bottles. So this one basically has a filtration system inside, so when the water goes through, it filtrates the water. This is so easy, Hobby.
I saw something there. Oh, it's a mountain goat. Lynn want to take a special picture, so she taking the risk. She said it's not a big risk. Well, what? She's doing good. She's doing good. But what have you, huh? It deserve it or not? She can't even talk to me now. She's very focused. And she's finished her photo shot. I'm filming you! Really? And here she's back. Yeah, lichaams.
Still alive. That is Mulhacén. If you see the trail going up there, that's where we're going. Last time I walked up from, like, you can't see it that well, but basically straight up where it meets the trail we're going now, and then it goes straight up. So I am positive that it might not be as hard as last time, but it's still gonna be hard. It's the face of Mulhacén that you kind of don't want to see. And when I went there last time, I swore I would never do it again, but here I am. But it seems like I'm just doing half of what I did last time, which is very good. That's where we came from, guys. It looks a lot worse than it was, but yeah, it wasn't easy either.
Hey guys, I'm going down to this little small lake here, so I can fill up some water with the filter, of course. And Lynn left her in the shelter. She's cooking for us the lunch, so we can have some lunch before we start. The biggest adventure in this trip, or in this big hike, is climbing to the peak of Mulhacén. So stay with us.
Got some noodles and soy pieces and mushroom to get some energy to go up that strenuous hill to Mulhacén. But it's gonna be worth it when we get to the top. Wish us good luck.
Bah! We can do it, yalla! Almost there, yeah! Yeah!
And we reached Mulhacen, the highest peak on the Iberian Peninsula. It stands at 3,479 meters of altitude. And yeah, we're really happy to reach it today. We've actually walked like from that peak over there, pretty much just under it, and walked all the way here. We were planning to camp just under the peak last night, so we've done a really big stretch and we still have quite a long way to go back to where we're gonna camp tonight. There you see Siete Lagunas, and that's where we hopefully will camp tonight.
And dinner.
Yeah, finally.
Baby shark is already.
Past that.
Yeah.
Managed to set up the tent in the insane wind last night, and we actually had a really good night's sleep, all three of us, which was very nice after the night in the Vivac last night, because we didn't have much sleep then. At last, really. Today we first we're gonna have a coffee and some porridge for breakfast, and we're gonna head up that way behind that hill and head towards our third peak on this hike, which is Alcazaba. My shoes have seen better days. Alcazaba is the one peak that I haven't reached before of the three we're doing now. I've tried twice and I haven't gotten there, and the last thing I need now is that these guys make me turn around because they're gonna break. I think they're gonna last, but I think this might be their last hike.
Yeah, cross fingers.
Yep. water filter again. So far it's holding up excellent. Yesterday when we came down from Mulhacen, we walked down all that edge there along it and came down here to Siete Lagunas where we camped. It looks pretty scary from here. We lost the trail. We ended up like up in the middle of these rocks here, and then it started like hailing. I just got one on my nose and they're pretty hard. So we think we're almost back on the trail now, but we might have to reconsider whether we continue on that. We're still holding on a little bit because that back there looks a little bit meep meep.
But stay with us.
Yeah. We found a cairn, which means that we're actually on track. I just checked the map too, and we're on the right path. So we calmed down a bit on the weather, but we still have some ugly clouds up there. As long as it doesn't get too windy and too rainy, we will continue. So
Yalla
come
bin.
on.
Okay.
I think maybe here.
Yeah, let's try that.
Guys, we just followed the map and we ended up like on top of Peñón del Globo. It's called this peak up here. It's 3,266 meters high. And it's the scariest place we've been in our lives. But it looked like a lightning had basically gone through it, and it was just like a pile of rocks, big rocks. But we managed to get off it and walked around, so we decided to, instead of following the map, try to find a safer route up to reach Alcazaba. In the meantime, we found these amazing views of Mulhacén, which is behind that pile of clouds up there, and Siete Lagunas behind me, where we camped last night, and the views are wow. I have completely forgotten how scary it was up there now. Everything was against us today, but we're not giving up. The fog has been rolling in like crazy, but we still see quite well, and we have had eyes on the peak the whole time. We have no idea where the actual trail is, but it doesn't matter, it's easy to walk up here. the way back down again, we are definitely going through like in the valley and down to Siete Lagunas, and that's a place where you can't get lost because I know the area well. So luckily.
Okay, now the target is the peak.
Just like a little bit left to the peak.
Yalla.
Yay!
Yeah, you did it! Yay! Yeah, the top of the world!
Yes! That feels so good. Third time a charm.
You did it.
We were not sure if we were gonna make it, but with the weather playing up like this, we've been super lucky because it's kind of cleared up and given us path forwards. I'm happy to finally be here.
This is here, guys. It's Mulhacén, where we were last week. Yeah?
You can hardly see it.
It disappeared again! No!
The weather cleared up, so instead of walking through the valley, we decided to take the steep route down at the end of Siete Lagunas. Morning! We just managed to have a bit of porridge for breakfast with a view. It's all fucked up. Now we are headed up that foggy hill there, and we're basically going the scenic route back to the van. So we're not gonna go on top of all the highest mountains now, but it's gonna be a bit longer, but I hope we'll get back before nightfall. The other day we came down from Mulhacen up there, walking along the crest, and today we're gonna cross over here, where we also will meet a road that goes up to Mulhacen, but we're gonna kind of go around it. We'll see if we find a way, because we're out of battery on the phone that we had the map on, and we have no more external battery left. So, but I'm gonna trust my inner map and I think it's pretty good, so let's see, wish us luck. We are very close to the dirt road that will take us all the way to just below Veleta, basically. So Mulhacén is just in front of me here, and instead of walking up there and down and do the steep parts, we decided to just cut it short, just walk straight down here and meet the road and continue up there to save some energy and time, because we really want to reach the van tonight before it gets dark.
Wow.
We are more than halfway to the van, I think. It's not that long up here now, and we're gonna be at the shelter where we slept the first night, just at the bottom of Veleta. So Veleta Peak, the first one. So then after that we just have downhill to the van. So probably 2-3 hours left, I think.
We did it.
Damn.
We did it.
Yeah.
We are here. Woo.
Finally got to the shelter to get some warm noodle soup with some soy protein to get us some energy to walk the last bit down to the van, because it's going to be quite far too, and it's steep up. So finally.
Finally!
I've never been so happy to see La Nieve before.
Even Atlas happy. Yeah, we did it! Wooly!
Guys, that was an amazing hike. We had such a magical time up in the mountains. We ended up hiking 47.5 kilometers. It was a lot of ups and downs, except from the last day was a lot flatter, even though it definitely there are hills too, but it was so amazing. You can do it in less than 4 days if you're faster than us. If you leave early the first day, we left really late, so we basically just had half a day. But I highly recommend it. There are a lot of amazing hikes in Sierra Nevada National Park, and I will drop a link to some of my favorites down in the description here if you want to check it out. So yeah, we are gonna have a few days of rest now after a lot of walking. So see you next time. Bye!